I don't know if you're like me, but when I think of worship, I almost always think of singing. When I think of a worship, my thoughts immediately go to singing songs at church. And that's true, worship is primarily participated in through corporate singing. But I think it's easy. It's easy for us to forget about all of the ways we can worship God, all of the other ways we can express our trust, dependence, and awe at who God is. One of the key ways you and I can practically worship God is by being generous. So often we talk about money in church settings. We talk about obligation, trust, duty, and all those things are important. As followers of Jesus, we do have an obligation to tithe, to give 1/10 of our resources back to God. We do need to trust that 90% with God will go further than 100% without Him. But it's easy for us to forget that generosity is about so much more than obligation. It's about so much more than just meeting our tithe because we know it's the right thing to do. We know that God loves a cheerful giver. And the attitude of our hearts is the key to practicing generosity. Notice I said practice generosity. For most of us, we don't wake up in the morning with the spiritual gift of generosity. It's a muscle that we need to exercise every day. Jesus said, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. But whoever's dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much." How can you be generous today with the little you've been entrusted with? Don't waste what you're given. Trust God with the little you have and see how slowly but surely your generosity muscles grow until you're able to be generous and trustworthy with the big things of the kingdom.